So there are four main things that building muscle, getting more jacked, developing an aesthetic physique has taught me about attracting women as an Indian guy. Now, as an Indian guy, the first thing that you're going to realize, the more jacked you become, the more muscle you put on, the more you develop your physique, is you're going to stand out tremendously. Normally, when you think of Indian men, right, especially in like a westernized country, you don't necessarily think of, a very aesthetic, muscular physique, right? When you think of, a jacked dude in, say, America, an Indian guy isn't going to be the one that stands out to you. When you think of a jacked bodybuilder, let's be honest, the first person that comes to your mind is usually a white or a black dude. You don't really think of a South Asian or like an Indian guy or a brown guy just in general. So when you become an Indian guy who's developed a lean muscular physique, put on more muscle, who's gotten more jacked, you're going to stand out to more women. You're going to really separate yourself from the vast majority of other brown men out there that have, average physiques, that don't take care of themselves, that don't have healthy looking physiques. That's kind of a blessing in disguise as a minority, especially as a brown guy. It's the fact that you start standing out a lot if you put in more effort into things you actually can control compared to all the vast majority of other brown dudes that aren't putting in effort into their looks, into their appearance. And it just makes dating a whole lot easier when you stand out substantially compared to other people. So point number 2, what building muscle, developing a better physique, what getting more jacked has taught me about attracting women, is the fact that attraction dynamics between what men and women find attractive in general kind of aren't that different. You all know the feeling when you see a girl and maybe she doesn't have the best looking face, right? Maybe she's like an average 5 out of 10, 4 out of 10 face, right? Facially. But her physique is just sharp. It's on point. It's curvy. She has toned arms, nice legs, right? She has a really good, hourglass physique. She just instantly becomes more attractive to you, right? You look at her and she might not have the most attractive face in the world by any means, but just because of the physique alone, you kind of start gaining more attraction to her. You become a little bit more attracted to her, right? Just because of the physique alone, it almost shoots her up like 1 to 2 points. It's the same thing when it comes to men. One of the things that's really overshadowed an average face, such as mine, has been the fact that my physique has helped compensate for a lot of the flaws I've had. It's boosted me up 1 to 2 points from an attractive scale. It really goes into the female gaze, how having a very good physique can overshadow a lot of the flaws you might have. Fitness really is the foundation to looks maxing, attraction, getting that female gaze. Don't overlook it. If you're an average looking guy, just like how I was, it can really boost you up 1 to 2 points and get you more high quality women from a looks perspective. Help out with that female gaze 100%, man. Fitness really is the foundation for everything. Getting more jacked, building more muscle can really help increase that attraction level, boost you up at least 1 to 2 points, and really create that more female gaze from women. And by the way, I know we spoke a lot about attraction, getting high quality women, becoming more attractive, getting better results in dating. The top link in the description is my South Asian Warriors school community. You can click the first link in the description now to check it out. This is a community that I'm building up, helping South Asian men level up their dating life. So if you're struggling, definitely be sure to check it out by clicking that first link in the description, man. Now, the third point, the third thing that getting more jacked, building more muscle has taught me, you just naturally start developing that aura of confidence, of swagger. And women really notice that. When I was younger and I didn't really lift that much, when I was inconsistent with my workout routines, it really kind of showed from my body language and how I interacted with women. The more you work out, really work on yourself, and I can attest to this, right? The past 5 years, I've really locked in on fitness, my physique, going consistently to the gym. All of that just brings more of that aura of confidence into you. You just get perceived as being more masculine, more confident to women. Women just start to respect you more when they see a guy with a really nice physique, at least a lean, muscular physique, right? They see a guy who's confident, who's hardworking, who appears more masculine, has better body posture, more confident, doesn't walk around hunched like a bitch boy. They see the aura of masculinity. They see a guy that's disciplined, right? Your body is one of the biggest, if not the biggest measure of discipline. Now, if you're a guy who works out consistently, you know exactly what I'm talking about. How much lifting weights really helps in all these areas in your life. It just gives you that extra boost of confidence you need. Because at the end of the day, man, women can sense that. They respect a guy who appears more masculine, who works out, has a healthier physique, just shows that dominance, that confidence. And internally within yourself, let's face it, man, if you're out there squatting 300 pounds, you're going through that discipline, that pain, that resistance, and you're pushing yourself to the limit. There's nothing that any girl can say that'll make you feel like shit. There's nothing. Even if she rejects you, says ew, and keeps walking, or says she has a boyfriend, or simply ignores you, or tells you to F off, it's not gonna hurt you that much because you've been in deeper shit. You've been through the grind. You've been through that discipline of waking up every morning, going to the gym, building muscle. You've been through that wear and tear. You know what real pain feels like. You're not gonna let bitch-made pain from what comes out of a woman's mouth affect you internally, physically, and mentally, man. And to the vast majority of women out there, they will respect you more when you have that aesthetic physique. Now, point number 4, and one of the biggest points that I want you all to take away from this message is I know that we've talked a lot about how much working out, having an aesthetic physique can help you in your dating life, gain more attraction from women. But I want to make it clear, man, that working out, having an aesthetic physique isn't the only factor. Looks will help you with your game in terms of getting into the door. Looks is part of your game in that aspect, helping you get into the door faster. Having an aesthetic, attractive physique will help you get into the door faster for sure. But beyond that, man, if you're looking for a long-term relationship, if you're looking for, a girlfriend, if you're looking for just that connection that'll lead you to marriage one day, you realize that there's more to it, at least when it comes to sustaining the relationship, Because at the end of the day, if that spark is not there, no amount of looks maxing and developing a strong physique is going to help you maintain and keep the relationship, And I can speak firsthand on this. A couple of years ago, I dated a girl and I had, everything that she was looking for. I have, the lean muscular physique. I had my own place. In fact, this apartment that I'm living at right now, I was fairly confident within my social skills as well. I had everything from a looks, money, status standpoint, right? And she always was complimenting my physique. But the main take-home point here, man, is it wasn't enough. And yeah, we were vibing a little bit, don't get me wrong, otherwise I wouldn't be getting all those dates. And she definitely found me physically attractive. But at the end of the day, the relationship ultimately didn't end up working. And she literally said why. And we had kind of a serious conversation on this. And this was about, at this point, 4 years ago. But she had told me that, I had all the assets and the physical attraction that she was looking for in a guy. She even said it sucked that she had to do this, but she said that something was missing, right? She just didn't see the relatability. She didn't see, the lifestyle similarities. The relationship had kind of phased itself out. And fair enough, I was spending a little bit too much time with her back then, and that contributed as well into the relationship phasing out, right? We were hanging out way too many times during the week. But at the end of the day, the bigger point here is the relatability wasn't there. We didn't have similar interests, I wasn't really into going to art museums and listening to classic 80s music and going to concerts and all that. And even back then, I was starting to get out of that party-ish phase, right? I was pretty much letting go of a degenerate lifestyle. I was really locking into my fitness. I was starting to build the foundations of a successful, healthier lifestyle as well. And she was kind of in that, degeneracy mode, wanting to go out all the time. But the relatability, the lifestyle, and being able to connect with the women, it is so important, man. And it goes beyond just the physical attraction standpoint. Especially, just the standpoint of you having an aesthetic, lean, muscular physique. Again, from a looks game standpoint, the looks will help you get into the door from the game-ish standpoint. The physique will definitely establish that sex appeal, get that female gaze going on her end for sure. But again, there's so much more to it than just, the looks part, especially when it comes to maintaining that relationship. So just to recap, man, the top 4 things that getting jacked, building a lean muscular physique has taught me when it comes to gaining attraction from women, especially as an Indian guy. Number 1, you're going to stand out tremendously as an Indian guy, especially if you're an Indian guy living in these westernized countries. Number 2, from a look standpoint, building an aesthetic physique just boosts you up 1 to 2 points. It helps you, especially if you're an average looking guy. It was really that physique that boosted me those 1 to 2 points, man. Really brought about that female gaze. Point number 3, boosting that confidence. Women can sense that confidence. They love seeing a guy who's in good shape, just displays that masculinity, shows a guy who has his shit together. Women respect that. Women respect that confidence, that element of masculinity. And point number 4, and one of the biggest things that I really want to emphasize again is, as great as all this sounds, as great as the physique is, and as important as it is to develop a lean muscular physique at the very least, that's not going to be the only factor, right? It'll only get you so far, because at the end of the day, if you're someone who wants to get into that serious relationship, you're going to also have to work on being able to vibe with the girl, right? Flirt, escalate, all of that goes into effect. Sure, the looks, the physique will get you into the door, but then their lifestyle, the relatability, being able to vibe gets you to that next level after that, man. And with all that being said, if you're a South Asian man who's struggling with your dating life, click the first link in the description and join the South Asian Warriors school community, man. Again, this is a school community that I'm building up, helping South Asian men level up their dating life. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it helped you out. Like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.